Welcome back. It's Wednesday, March 29th in the NBA. My three favorite picks are on the way. Let's recap yesterday. Coming off that 5-0 sweep, it was a 1-2 day. Give it a little bit back to the books. Nick Richards, we appreciate you. You did your job. Desmond Bane, he looks like he crushed his line. He had 31 points, but he didn't hit the over with like 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. He just padded his stats with some more free throws at the end of that game. And then Trae Young, for our builder, did not get it done. He scored 4 points in the first half. I don't think he made a shot until late into the third quarter. A weird game from him. But either way, let's get bounced back today. If you are new, my name's Austin. Welcome to the Call in Our Shot channel. Appreciate you for spending some time with us on this Wednesday morning, evening, afternoon, whenever you guys are watching. Now, if you want to go do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and comment your favorite pick if you want. Tomorrow, the MLB videos will start up. The MLB is back, so you'll be seeing our daily videos. We're going to have some Nerfies back. If you don't know what a Nerfie is, just wait for tomorrow. If you have never bet the MLB, last year we were up 52 units, so hopefully we can duplicate that this year. Logan will be back. You'll see his face shining bright tomorrow morning, so of course, appreciate you guys. And there is a potential, now let's get back to the NBA, a potential for some added plays today. If I do add some, they'll probably be later on this afternoon, but I'll add them before 5 p.m. Eastern time. You'll have plenty of time to get them in. I'll put them in the pinned comment, but also tweet them out on our Twitter, at Call in Our Shot. If you want to follow us there, we would appreciate it. But let's dive into the favorite plays of the day. The best bet segment is back, which has a great track record this year. It's going to be a guy that's on the thumbnail. It's Luka Doncic. I like his over 46.5 points, rebounds, and assists, PRAs, minus 115 on DraftKings. We're putting 1.5 units on it. It's the best bet of the day. That's what we do. 1.5 units, just a little bit more than the other plays. If you don't know what units are, just a common bankroll management term. Luka, my favorite play of the day. Now, if this line goes up to 48.5, you got my sign of approval. If you want to take just an individual line, points is the way to go at 30.5. That might go to 31.5. But let's talk about Luka and the Mavericks who are on the road. Now, since Luka returned back from injury, played in 4 games. He's played decently, 32.3 points per game, 9.8 assists per game, and 9 rebounds per game. So he's been very good, 51.1 PRAs. Now, in those 4 games, he's had 54, 52, 60, and 38 PRAs. Now, easily clearing the line in 3 of those 4. The one game he didn't get it, he didn't even play in the fourth quarter. It was against the Pacers. He only played 28 minutes in that game. I fully expect Luka to play more than 28 minutes tonight and hopefully fill up the stat sheet. Now, we know the Mavericks have not been great since the All-Star break. Their defense, especially with the addition of Kyrie Irving, who can get his today, but I still do think Luka's going to have to carry the show. And this team has been playing much faster, doesn't play a whole lot of defense. And today they're on the road in Philadelphia taking on the Sixers. Now, the Sixers are a team this late into the year. We have no idea who's starting for them, but I imagine Joel Embiid's back today after a day off. Harden is the question mark. I think Harden will be back too, but you look at the Sixers, 5-point favorites, so they're expected to win by the books. They obviously think some guys are coming back for them. And look, if the Sixers are winning in this game, we're going to see the Mavericks team that's desperate for wins going to have to play Luka a lot. The Mavericks currently the 11 seed in the Western Conference. This is a team that can't afford to lose games. They can't come in here and say, we'll win it back tomorrow. No, that's not how it works. They're down only to a couple games left in the year, and we've seen Luka play a lot of minutes. In fact, in the 3 games that were not a blowout, where they won by 30 points, Luka played 40, 37, and 41 minutes. He attempted 29, 23, and 27 field goal attempts. The attempts are there. He's going to shoot a ton. Luka has a good track record against the Philadelphia 76ers. In his last 3 games against them, he's had 42 points, 4 rebounds, 12 assists, 17, 7, and 10, and then 33, 13, and 15. His 1 game he missed, and went out there and shot 5 for 20. Yeah, if he goes out there and clanks it up, whatever. We got to live with it. But look, Luka, he's going to be able to hide on defense, probably guarding PJ Tucker or Georges Niang. And he's not going to, they don't have a great defender for him. I mean, the Sixers are a great defense overall, but PJ Tucker, I don't necessarily think he can stop a guy like Luka Doncic, and neither can Tobias Harris. So I think Luka will get to his spots, do his thing, and he's going to play a lot of minutes. Now, Kyrie Irving hasn't looked 100% really since his most recent injury. He's even talked about that in press conferences, that he doesn't feel 100%. And even if Kyrie goes out there and does his thing, we saw the last game against Philadelphia, Kyrie scored 40 points in that game. What did Luka do? He had almost 60 PRAs. So we know Luka can do his thing. Luka, in his last 8 games with Kyrie, he's averaged 47.5 PRAs per game, going over this line in 5 of 8. The two of the 3 games he went under, played less than 30 minutes. I really don't see him playing less than 30 here. The Mavericks need a win today, and unless the Mavericks get smoked here, I think we're going to see Luka play a lot of minutes, and he should be able to shoot the 20, 25, 30 times tonight. I like Luka. They're going to run him into the ground. They don't play until Saturday. We hope Luka shows up as a big game. He's the best bet of the day, over 46.5 PRAs. I love his points line as an individual line, but given that he probably doesn't have to guard Joel Embiid, probably just going to be chilling on the weak side, grabbing some rebounds, filling up the stat sheet. Maybe your triple-double is not crazy value. I'll take it. Luka Doncic, best bet of the day, 1.5 units on his over 46.5 PRAs. Now, my next play is going to be a guy that doesn't like Luka a whole lot, and that's pretty widely known because it's Devin Booker, and I like his over 32.5 points plus assists, minus 115 on DraftKings. Now, I play this at 33.5. really don't want to take it at 34.5 personally. If that's me, I would check his PRA line to see what the difference is there. I think Booker, you can count on him for 3 or 4 rebounds, but if you're counting on him to get 5 or 6 rebounds, I would not pivot to a PRA. If you need an individual line, points at 27.5 is probably the way to go. Now, you saw Booker's lines drop a couple times. I mean, a lot of people were on his over in points last game. Scored like 18 in the first quarter, then did absolutely nothing the rest of the game. But why did his lines drop? Not because of that, because Kevin Durant widely expected to return tonight and make his home debut. Now, we saw Durant expect to play his home debut a couple weeks back, and he got injured in pregame warm-up. So there's no guarantee Durant plays tonight, but I do expect him to be out there, and that factors into the analysis and the number that the books are giving us. Now, we've seen Booker. He's played well with Kevin Durant. They've only played 3 games together, but in those 3 games, he had 36 points, 10 assists, 35-5, and 37-7. So he absolutely destroyed this line each time. And hopefully he destroys it for the 4th time. Now we've seen the Suns. They're going to play host to the Timberwolves. And the Timberwolves have been a stingy defense. This is a team that's made a good run recently to kind of force themselves back into the play-in games. And now potentially even not even in the play-in games, but into the regular seedings 1 through 6. And this is a team that has a good defense. But you're going to see Booker avoid Jaden McDaniels, the best defender for the T-Wolves, as he probably goes and guards Durant. And Durant also could be on a minutes restriction. There's no, I would really expect Durant to be on a minutes restriction tonight. There's no reason to force him out there. The Suns should make the playoffs regardless of Durant's ability and how many minutes he's out there tonight, but you don't want to force him back into a ton of minutes in his first game back. Well, we've seen Booker take advantage of this matchup against the Timberwolves in the past, especially with Rudy Gobert out there playing drop coverage. You're going to see a lot of open mid-ranges, which is where Booker wants to get to. But we've seen his last 10 games versus Minnesota. He's averaged 29.1 points per game, 6.8 assists per game. That's good for 35.9 points plus assists. In those games, I don't want to read off all these numbers, but you see he's hit the over in a large majority of these games, 8 of 10 to be exact. His 2 games he went under, he shot 6 for 18 from the field. Look, if he goes out there and shoots 33%, whatever, we chalk it up to the game because Booker normally better than that. He's also coming off a bad shooting game. Booker shot just 7 for 19, 36.8% from the field in their last game. Since he returned back from injury 19 games ago, he's only shot below 40% in 3 games. He's normally pretty consistent. He's able to get above the 40 to 50% in some games if he's hot. Shooting around 60%. I'm not afraid of Gobert protecting the paint. I mean, that's fine. If he wants to give Booker all the mid-range looks, fine. I'm fine with it. That's also a team, you see the over-unders 234.5. This is a Suns team that is the 4 seed. They still could use a couple wins. I mean, they're only 1.5 games behind, dropping all the way to the 7 seed, which is where the Timberwolves are. So they could go from the 4 seed, lose tonight, be really close to being in the play-in games. Obviously, the Suns don't want to be in the play-in games and want some home court advantage in the playoffs. So, look, I wouldn't be surprised if we see Book approach 36, 38 minutes tonight. They've been playing the bench a little bit more, but in this big-time game against the T-Wolves, you need to win this one. I think Book plays a lot. We'll take his over 32.5 points plus assists. I never like to count on him to get rebounds because sometimes he runs away from them, but I think you'll see Book go out there, do his thing, pass to his teammates, pass to Durant, get some assists, but also he's good at scoring the basketball. He could score 33 points tonight. Make this a no-sweat bet. I like D-Book tonight. We'll roll with him. Now I'll go to my final play of the day, but like I said, there could be an added play. It'll be in the pinned comment. Going to wait for some injury reports to come out for some teams, but there are a couple plays on the radar, so stay tuned. In the pinned comment, I'll update you regardless if we add a play or not, but we'll update it by 5 p.m. Eastern time, probably earlier on than that. Now let's talk about this bankroll builder. It's in the Lakers-Bulls game. I'm going to these two guys. 3 legs. Anthony Davis, 20 plus points. LeBron James, 20 plus points. And LeBron James to get 6 plus rebounds. Now, this is plus 110 on FanDuel. I'll put 1 unit on it to win back a little over 1. Now, the Lakers are going to be in Chicago taking on the Bulls tonight. And look, similar to the Mavericks and the Suns, the Lakers are a team that is in desperate need of some wins. They are the 9 seed, half game above the Mavericks, who are the 11 seed, and only 2 games beyond the 6 seeded Warriors. So, you go on a quick run here for the Lakers, you could easily go from the 9 seed all the way into the 4, 5, 6 range. I mean, that's realistic. That's how close these seeds are. And look, I expect LeBron James to return back to the starting lineup tonight, and I expect LeBron and AD to carry the team like they've been doing all year long. Now, let's talk about the first match. These 2 teams just played a couple of days ago, and the Lakers lost that game by 10 points. In that game, we saw Anthony Davis only 15 points on 5 of 8 shooting. LeBron came off the bench in that one, 19 points and 8 rebounds. Now, I'll put LeBron's rebounds. If he can't get a 6 reps, whatever. He's had 6 plus rebounds in 24 of his last 25 games. I'll take my chances there. Now, LeBron likely returns to the starting lineup because these are must-win games. I expect him out there. And, I'm confident LeBron, he's going to play more than 30 minutes tonight. Should be able to get us 20 points. I mean, I know the Bulls' defense has been very good recently, but this is LeBron James. He's one of the most consistent players in NBA history. He scored 20-plus in 23 of his last 25. I'm confident he can get there. So I think LeBron can do his thing, 20 points and 6 rebounds. That's what we need from the King. Let's talk about Anthony Davis because he's the one that you could argue is a little sketch. But I would bet a lot of money that Anthony Davis shoots more than 8 field goal attempts tonight. The fact that they only got him 8 shots last game is just criminal. We've seen Darvingham even their head coach come into the press conference and say, you know what, we just didn't call enough plays for AD. And I would be very surprised if he gets 8 field goal attempts. Heck, 5 people on the Lakers shot more than Anthony Davis last game. Look, if you want a recipe for not winning, that's probably it. Anthony Davis, one of the most talented offensive players the NBA has to offer. I know Malik Beasley and Troy Brown Jr. were hot that game, but what are the chances those two guys combine for 10 threes again? Probably not very likely. So I think AD is going to have to do his thing. He's also returning back to Chicago where he was born. So if you want to play into the narrative, there you go. And also the last time AD had less than 10 field goal attempts, the Lakers made an effort to feature him the next game with 18 field goal attempts. Him and LeBron have a good connection. I think they'll play minutes more together today. And I just think Anthony Davis getting 20 points. I think they're going to get him back the ball. Only 15 points last game on 5 of 8 shooting. He can attack Vucevic. They might double him, but I think if you get AD coming down with a full head of steam, he can get around those double teams, lay it in, or just make his mid-range shots, which is going to have plenty of looks today. So Anthony Davis, get us 20 points. If you're the one that loses, that'll hurt good. But Anthony Davis 20+, LeBron 20+, and LeBron 6+ rebounds for +110. You're getting a great discount on this. Normally, if you were to take this earlier on in the season, this probably would have been -175. The fact we're getting +110 here, great discount given LeBron's coming off the bench in that last game. Think he starts the lineup today, and then AD coming off of a down game. I like this one. I know the Bulls have been a great defense, but +110 value. I'll take a stab at it. If you want to add some more, go crazy. Those are my 3 favorite plays of the day. Added plays be in the pinned comment section down below. Get amped up. MLB's back. Nerfies are back. We're having a great day. So great Wednesday. Let's end the month strong. Let's start off MLB strong tomorrow. Love you guys. Have a great Wednesday. I'll see you guys back again tomorrow morning. Same time, same place then. See you guys then. Peace out.